plugging away on the Cuda here. I did some kind of rod support filler panels, whatever you want to call that. Did a little bead rolling action here just to hide all the upper part of the grill, kind of clean up the engine bay a little bit. So we got that done. Once we get some brake lines and some other stuff in place, I can do some more paneling in the whole engine bay area, so that'll be good. What else did we do on it? We got more parts in, we got some grills, we got all the Ring Brother hinges. I think you guys saw that last time. And in the rear of the car, we finally got some trunk floor extensions, lower rear quarter panels, and rear, what do you want to call that panel on the back? Lower valence. We got that all flushed in. The other thing we did was the customer didn't want any of these lights. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that yet or not, so we flushed in the marker lights. He's going to go with a little round light. We got the antenna holes all filled up, but I think you guys might have seen that already, so we're just waiting on some more parts and then we can keep going to town on this car here. But yeah, progress. Side of the trunk here, we got the trunk hinges on. Ring Brothers sent us the new shocks because they have two different styles, so that's working good now. And then the trunk floor extensions are in, so we got that done, as well as the lower quarters. So I'm just mocking everything up there, and then I can go ahead and weld it in next week, and then we can do a custom floor pan in here because we're utilizing the Hell Cat fuel pumps. So they're in a different location than your factory Cuda would be. So we'll have to do some custom cutouts for the access panels to the fuel pumps if you need to get at them. And then I think the customer is going to do the filler neck through the license plate. Originally we were going to do it through the taillight. That might be something that we're still going to do. I'm not too sure, but yeah, be pretty custom if you go through the taillight, but a lot of work involved in that too. Got the rear bumper on, everything's lining up really good. We got a bunch of just little stuff that isn't factory, but this panel right here, on 73 they had the bumper would hang out to about here, and it had a rubber filler strip that covered this area here. So when I flushed in the bumper, you have this big ugly gap right here where you see the seam sealer from the factory. So I just bent up this little bracket here, and then it's going to tie into this area here where I made some more little tiny pieces that I'll end up cutting and welding in so that you have this same kind of half-inch gap all the way around. It'll look nice and flush. Nobody will ever see when it's all done, but it'll look really clean and I'll know that it's there. And the customer will know that it's there too, because he's gonna be paying the bill for it, so he won't forget that. All installed, look pretty slick. So we're getting new gas struts for the rear because there's a 7-inch and a 10-inch strut, and go figure we needed the 10-inch and we got the 7-inch. The hood hinges went in no problem. They designed them really well, and the gas strut gets rid of your big heavy spring. And this is a big heavy steel rally hood we have on here with a bunch of extra metal that we've added, so it's holding the weight no problem. So we'll build some inner fenders to stiffen up the hood hinges, obviously, because we cut out the stock ones. And then we retain the factory hood latch and everything, so you got to kind of slam it, but works as it should back in the 70s. Customer wanted to delete the side marker lights. He's going to go with a little round one, I believe. And then, so I flushed those in, as well as the antenna hole that's going bye-bye. So, smoothing the puppy out. It's got all the flush molding, so this thing's going to be like glass. Put some power to the Hell Cat Cuda. Let's go hit the accessories. accessory mode. So what we did up here is we took the modern like 2020 Challenger wiper motor and wiper arm assembly. Generally on these Cudas and e-bodies, the motor hangs off here and you got a 2-speed or a 3-speed. We could have gone that route and utilized it, but it kind of clutters up the engine bay. So what we decided to go with was the modern Challenger unit, and a big part of that too is he's got the complete steering column gauges wiring from the modern Challenger. So he's got all of his wiper switch and everything on his controls here. So what I did was I ended up having to shrink the wiper arm assembly by cutting and slugging the entire assembly down 3 3/4 of an inch because the modern Challenger is longer. And then I raked it, built some brackets to support everything, and had to do some heavy modifications to the wiper arms itself because the knurls on the wiper arms are completely different than the 1970 Cuda stuff. But now that everything's plugged in, I should be able to hit the switch. We got wipers. Sweeps pretty much the same as the old 73 Cuda would. No rubbing. Now I just got to go ahead and everything I cut out from here, I got to replace it all. So that's going to be tomorrow's job.